I'm Madison Rozario, and I'm a Paralympic athlete.
She's just 24 and already has a decade of international racing under her belt.
She was really young and just, starting out in the sport and really didn't know what she wanted to do or how far she could really take it. When you see someone who has a lot of natural ability up front, you kind of get excited. Well, I do.
Maddie burst onto the scene in 2008 as the youngest member of Australia's Paralympic team in Beijing.
Madison Rozario from Australia.
One of the women that was meant to be in it actually fell pregnant right before selection and stuff, and so that's when I got a call. And I wasn't expecting it. I was in year 10 at the time and trying to do all of the things that, you know, a normal 13, 14-year-old is doing, and it was definitely kind of jarring going between, you know, that life and with my sisters and my family, and then travelling with like a team of adults.
At the time, Maddie had only been racing for 2 years.
And I tried all kinds of sports before I tried racing. I think everybody tries basketball first. It's, you know, our most popular sport. At some point, the coach of the basketball team pulled me to the side and he was like, "You're absolutely terrible at this. I have like a track chair in the storage room. Do you want to try that instead?" And I tried it out in the parking lot of the stadium and I loved it.
Just a few months later, wheelchair racing great and four-time Paralympian Louise Sauvage came on board as Maddie's coach. The pair trained remotely, with Maddie living in Perth and Louise in Sydney, until 2015 when Maddie made the move east.
And then you've got 2 minutes for you.
Yeah.
1 minute for Mark.
Yeah.
Her first World Championship medal just blew us away, and then last year, of course, she did the unthinkable and medalled in all 3 of her events, and we didn't anticipate that at all. Gold and silver and bronze, got the whole set.
Maddie's been in a wheelchair since she was just 4, after being struck down with a flu-related neurological disease.
My body attacked the virus and then continued to attack itself, and it works its way up your body. I remember telling my dad that I couldn't feel my feet, and then, you know, a few hours later it was quite high, and we obviously ended up in hospital, and they managed to push it down to waist level, which is where it stabilised.
Serious illness struck again in 2014 on the eve of the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, forcing her out of the event.
I got a DVT on the flight over from Australia. I noticed it in Dubai, and we got to our staging camp and pretty much went straight to hospital, and they, you know, did all the scans and stuff, and I had a 40-centimetre blood clot kind of from my leg to my stomach.
It's a big thing to try and overcome as an athlete, and having that much time off and thinking if you're ever going to get back to it. We worked hard and she got back to her base work.
4 years later, she's ready for her Commonwealth Games debut and is a hot favourite in both the 1500 metres and the marathon.
I'm definitely in good form. The training we've been doing, I think, is all in line with what we want to achieve.
I think she can definitely go all the way, and I always tell her now I'm living my life through her, so I can't do this anymore, so she has to.
Now that is a role model right there.
It really stand up on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
It really does,
Really
doesn't it?
exciting.
It's so great to see Louise Sauvage again as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
And no DVT this time round, because it's a home Commonwealth game, so she's not flying anywhere.
Good point.
Yes.
Very well picked up, Limo.